It's right what it says here, though, Cyril.
What's that, Les?
It does pay to increase your weight power.
I don't think so. I think too much chat just puts women off. Either that, or it ends up with women who are interested in conversation. Oh, Wes! Wes! Come look at this, Wes! Oh, God. Oh, bloody hell! She's coming here! Hey, this one's mine! I'd seen it first. Bag's eye. All right, mine.
I'm not here. If she asks me, you don't know where I am. I've left the country. I'm dead. Anything.
You're a bad loser, you. Hello there. Oh, don't think I've come to hustle you. You won't get any of that hard sell here. Just take your time. Take all the time in the world. Take all day. Take all day and come back tomorrow. Bring a bed, move in, and we'll have tea's made free.
This place is owned by the McGregor brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, love.
I'm looking for one of them.
Look no further. You've just found one of them.
There's no good trying that on. I happen to know one of them.
Yeah, well, I must be the other one.
Yeah, I think you're trying to pull the other one and all. Will you just tell Wesley McGregor there's somebody here who'd like to, see him?
He's not here.
When will he be?
Couldn't say, love. He comes, he goes. Can't pin him down, you know.
Tell him to ring this number. Not before 11 o'clock, not between 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and not after 9 o'clock.
Who shall I say calls?
Oh. Use your powers of description.
Oh. Hey, you're right, Wes. I must increase my word power. Wes?
Has she gone?
Yeah. Why don't you want to see it?
Ever met a guy called Tony Kavanagh, have you?
Depends.
Well, that's his girl. You with me now?
That's Tony Kavanagh's duty. Funny, she does absolutely nothing for me. In fact, if anything, I find her slightly repellent. Where'd you meet her?
At the convent. Sisters of Mercy.
You met that? At a convent?
When I took my mum to see that old girl that she knew that the nuns was looking after. You know, we had the teeth kicking around the bathroom for months. The one who assaulted that young doctor.
Oh, that's right. And they confiscated the teeth and took her off the stout. Oh, when I'm that age, I still need restraining and all.
Well, anyway, this one's there and all. Visiting someone. And she's giving me the eye all the time in the ward, like. And then outside, she's out there again in the car park, cracking on that a car won't start. So Muggins here goes over there and gives her a hand. And all the time she's making it dead obvious she's just after one thing.
How? How is she making it obvious, Wes? How?
But don't you know, Cyril?
How? No.
Well, in my opinion, you're better off that way. Any road, she slips me this piece of paper with a telephone number on it.
Just give you another one.
It's the same one. And all this stuff about not before 11 o'clock, not between 2 o'clock
and 6. Yeah. But how did you know she was Tony Kavanagh's duty? I mean, who warned you off?
Mother Superior.
The Mother Superior? How does she know Tony Kavanagh? I mean, he's the biggest villain since Al Capone.
Seems he's a big benefactor of their orphanage.
I've heard that. He's supposed to be very good at the children of the victims.
Changed everything round at Speedy Save. It's terrible.
Oh, he's a little Hitler, the manager in there.
Can't find nothing. It's just everyone milling round, going here for that and then over there for something else. Only it's not there anymore. And then you're going all the way back to the fruit and veg, because that's where the tins of pilchards are now. And the bread isn't at the bread end anymore. It's down in the corner, under where it says household requisites. Oh, I think it's the breakdown of civilization. There was one woman started screaming. I mean, that's what civilization is, isn't it? Knowing where to get things. If you don't know that, you might as well be in the jungle.
Hiya, ma'am.
Oh.
Hi, Mum.
Hello, Glenys.
Auntie Mary was asking after you, Cyril.
Nice of her. Which one's your Auntie Mary?
You know, she's been putting things to one side ever since we first got engaged. Saving things that come in handy when we have kids and that.
Oh, aye.
Why she was asking, like, she said some of the things she started saving aren't even rationed anymore. So she's wondering should she hang on to them.
Some chunky cod results for you on the draining board, because I don't know what time we'll get back. You know what it's like when you get caught up in the social world at the laundrette.
She's definitely putting the screws on, Wes.
It's where you're going wrong, Cyril. You're not paying enough attention to female psychology.
Female psychology? I'll give you that in 2 words. Getting married.
Where have you been, Cyril? Things have been happening. The women's movement, Germaine Greer, the naked eunuch. You've got to encourage her to develop herself as a fully rounded person.
I know, fair dues, Wes. That is one department where you can't fault Glynis. She is very well developed. It's just because she's got a tendency to stoop, because when she really stands up straight, it's surprising.
I'm talking about her mind, her personality.
Mind? Personality? This is Glynis we're talking about. Mind?
Yeah, well, all right, Cyril, but she must have some kind of dream.
I'll give you the clue, Wes. She used to stand outside jewellers' windows. Now it's estate agents.
Then what you need to do, Cyril, is show her a blinding glimpse of the promised land.
To be honest, I don't think I'm that guzzler. You know. Mind you, it's never been like Harold Robbins for me, neither. I like it, but I've never seen rockets going off and stars exploding.
Here, look. Property for sale. Superior executive estate. Executive-style prestige house on exclusive development. Modern Georgian semi-detached executive bungalow.
Just look at the prices, will you? How can I afford a house like that?
It's like trying to explain Einstein's theory to an averagely intelligent crustacean. Of course you can't afford one of these. That is the whole point. You show her this wonderful house.
Which one?
Any wonderful house. Then she can just see herself in it. And then you say, that is what I want for you, Glenys. Nothing less is good enough for you. I don't mind waiting to marry you until I can afford to carry you over the threshold of that dream.
And not before?
If that's it, I'm not in. Do your thing, you know.
Hello, this is McGregor Personal Auto Services. There is nobody available at the moment to answer your call, but if you leave your name and telephone number and any message after the bleep, it will be dealt with as soon as possible. Thank you. Beep!
Still waiting for you to call. I know you got my phone number. Please phone. Bye.
She don't half fancy you, Wes. It was her. She just said she's still waiting for you to call.
And you think you've got problems?
What are you stopping here for? Thought you said we were going for a drive.
That's it. This is where we're driving to. What do you think of that house there?
Very nice. Still don't think this is a very good place.
Don't you like it?
I know the house is empty. I still feel it was being overlooked.
No, I'm asking you, how would you like to live there?
Oh, yeah. Can see me in a house like that.
So can I. I mean it. That's the sort of thing I've got in mind for you, Glenn. Come on, let's have a look, eh?
What? Look round in the house?
I want to see how it looks on you, kid. you doing the conductor tours, Chief? Because I made an appointment of you.
Mr. McGregor, is it?
That's right.
And this is Mrs. McGregor, yes?
Will be one of these fine days. That's why we're having a deco round here. It's their sort of style. Isn't it, love?
Oh, yeah. I can just see myself.
This is the one, though, isn't it? When you say executive, this is executive.
Well, of course, only the Blenheim has the portico. Low maintenance, never needs painting, completely weatherproof. What I say is, if Christopher Wren had had fiberglass, he'd have used it like a shot. Intruder light, of course, which you don't have on the Chatsworth, because the Chatsworth doesn't have the portico. It's just more of a, well, porch on the Chatsworth.
Only an ordinary porch, like?
Well, you've got to have somebody to look down on, haven't you? And the Chatsworth can look down on the Knowsley, because they've only got, how can I put it, a front door.
Well, who do they look down on?
That's why they're by the main road. They can look down on the people going past on the bus. And show inside.
All right, isn't it?
Just see myself.
Fully fitted in whatever style you choose. This being the Miami with the split cane and the jacaranda surround. And this is not a veneer. Leaded lights. If you prefer, you can specify that to the cupboard doors. Stainless steel sink and drainer with the waste disposal. And once you've had one of these, you find them indispensable. The carousel corner cupboard, completely standard with all work surfaces in the Blenheim.
Hey, you'd starve to death in a kitchen like this. There's that many cupboards, you'd never be able to find a tin opener. How would you like to cook in a kitchen like this, Glenn?
I can just see myself.
Well, it shows he thinks a lot of you, Glennis, taking you to an house like that.
Yeah. He's funny, Cyril, because in little things he can be, I wouldn't say mean exactly, more careful.
Oh, he takes after his dad there. He was careful. If you were queuing for the pictures or anything, he never minded if somebody pushed in. Because he used to say that way, by the time you get to the front, they might have sold out and you could save the money. There was queues for all sorts in them days. You could save quite a bit.
Did he leave you well provided when he went, like?
Well, with the little policy I had and what I had put by, I didn't know what to do with the money. In the end, I had my shoes sold nailed for the funeral. Well, you got to be decent, haven't you?
Well, what about all he'd saved? By his ingenious method of queuing up?
Oh, if I knew the answer to that. I went through that house. I had the floorboards up. I never had another night's comfort out of that mattress. I ruined it and found nothing. Well, when I say nothing, there was 10p halfpenny in copper, a surgical truss, and half a set of false teeth. How they got in the mattress, I'll never know. But it was second-hand when we had her.
Hey, have you seen the time? I'll have to go home and get ready for work.
You're all right. The bus doesn't go till 1/2 past.
I'll give her a lift.
No, petrol's dear, and Cyril's saving for an house.
It's all right, Wes.
And never mind the bus, it'll start now. I can walk and save the fare. Give us a kiss, Cyril. Ooh. See you in the club.
Yeah, see ya.
Oh, well, I better see what I can do with that spam. It's been there long enough.
You know something? You are a genius.
Let's just say a profound student of human nature, Cyril.
Terrific wheeze all the same, Wes.
Well, you got to take some of the credit yourself. I mean, it had to be done right. You was the Alan Hansen, I was the Kenny Dalglish. That's it, I can feel it in my bones.
Hello? Yeah, that's right. How are you, Bones, Wes? Making funny snapping noises. Sorry, love, he's not here right now. I could put you onto his answering machine. No, well, I'll tell you what. I know where he will be if you want to see him. You know the Blue Cockatoo? It's a club. Behind where the old bus sheds used to be. Yeah, but a lot of people don't. It's pretty select, you know. Private club. Well, he'll be there about 9 o'clock. No trouble, love. Ta-da.
Cyril, what have you done? Why did you tell her that? If there's one place I'm not going to be...
Of course you won't. But I will be. You did me a favour, I'll do you a favour. I'll talk to her. I'll tell her you're not interested. I'll spell it out for her, even at the risk of hurting her feelings. One good turn, Wes.
Hello, love.
Evening. Lovely coat.
Could you see if there's a Mr. McGregor in the club, love?
I seen a coat like that once, but... Who?
Is there a Mr. McGregor in?
Yeah?
Well, could you tell him the person who rang up is here?
You can tell him yourself.
This is Mr. McGregor, love.
Funny. That's what he told me as well.
Hello there. Again.
Is he here? Tell me.
Look, love.
Please. All I want is for him to be nice to me, and I'll do anything for him. Tell him, please. I don't know how lonely it is being me.
I'll tell you what. If we can find a corner, we'll have a drink and I'll explain to you. Take your coat. Oh. I'll have to buy a drink.
Who's your letter to, Wes?
It's just one I'm writing to take my mind off other things, ma'am. It's to the Duke of Edinburgh.
Read it to us, then.
Dear Royal Majesty.
No, Wes, not Majesty. She's Majesty, he's Highness. That's why they've got HRH on that Jubilee biscuit.
And there's me calling him Majesty. Probably why he hardly ever writes back. And he wrote, Dear Royal Highness, as President of the CBI, the Confederation of Black Industrialists, I am aware of your keen interest in the Sport for All campaign. Have you noticed there is one particular sport that is close to your heart and hardly anyone is playing it? Certainly round here, and that is polo. I don't know why this is, as there is plenty of room for it where the docks and factories used to be. Now, with your support and limited funding to the tune of £1 million to get the ball rolling, the Confederation and myself personally will do everything in our utmost to bring polo to the working classes. I'm sure you will agree with me that the social benefits will be well worth it, as I have never heard of a person that plays polo regularly going on strike or being a flying picket. And I'm sure you haven't either, and you must know many of them.
Confederation of Black Industrialists here. There is nobody here to answer the phone. Cyril!
Ah, Cyril. What? Brilliant. What, and the coast is clear then? Great, Cyril, that is ace. I'm going to come down there and buy you a drink. You have saved me life.
Oh, it's sad, really. She's like the bird in a gilded cage. She's got everything. Money, clothes, car, big house in Egbert with a jacuzzi in the garage. And the thing is, he just ignores her all the time.
Well, I've heard that myself.
According to her, he only thinks of her as a bit of decoration around the place. And he's always off doing whatever it is he's doing. She doesn't like to ask.
And don't you ask neither, son.
Really nice she seemed. And when our West spoke to her, she just seemed to fall for him. And you know, he's been terrified out of his wits.
And quite rightly, when Big Tony's out to get you, you get got. You've had a lucky escape, son. He's just been telling me.
Yeah, I know. What did you say to her, Cyril?
Well, just told her, you know.
What?
Well, in view of the circumstances, I took certain liberties.
Oh, come on, tell us what you said.
I said, that you wasn't interested. That you weren't looking for a relationship of that kind. That the kind of person you were, you look for a more kind of, intellectual thing.
And?
And she said that was wonderful. Because most men was only interested in their body. And I said that certainly wouldn't apply in your case. Would you be in, the other way, like?
You what?
And that did the trick, definitely.
You've put it around and
Only to her.
And she tells her mates and it's all round town. Cyril, I've got a position that I occupy, you know.
Not according to him.
Don't worry. Wes, don't worry. She never gets to talk to anybody. Hardly. That's the trouble. Practically the only person who ever talks to her is Tony, and he's never there. Just as like personal attendants, and they're too scared to give it a time of day.
But all the same, Cyril,
It's like you keep saying about women's lib, Wes. Where have you been? It's nothing these days.
Well, round our way, people can still be rude enough to snigger and point at your handbag, ducky.
Yes, but which is better, Wes? That, or getting your legs attended to by Tony Kavanaugh's highly trained team of osteopaths?
Yeah.
Best I could do.
You gents members, are you? That's all right, then.
Looking for a fella called McGregor. A coloured fella. There's a friend of ours wants to see him.
I did my best, Wes.
God, when I think of all the money I lashed out on them dancing lessons.
Fella out there wants to see you, Wes. It's Big Tony Cavanagh. I think you'd better go, Wes.
He's going to break me legs.
No, I don't think so.
Hello there.
Didn't you know? Well, like I say, what Big Tony wants, Big Tony gets.